The executive suite at OpenAI is experiencing some massive turbulence right now, and it is happening at an incredibly critical moment for the company's future. Fidji Simo, who is widely recognized as OpenAI's #2 executive and the key leader running their consumer business, is officially stepping down from her full-time role. This news dropped through a staff note where she explained that her ongoing medical leave has turned out to be much longer and significantly harder than she originally expected, forcing her to transition into a part-time advisory role instead. If you track the timeline of how OpenAI has been restructuring its leadership, this creates an absolute vacuum at the top. Simo originally joined the board of directors back in 2024 and was brought into the company in May 2025 as the Chief Executive Officer of Applications, a newly created powerhouse role that reported directly to Sam Altman. Her arrival triggered a massive shift where the Chief Operating Officer Brad Lightcap, the Chief Financial Officer Sarah Fryer, and the Chief Product Officer Kevin Wall all started reporting directly to her, which allowed Sam Altman to step back and focus entirely on core research, compute power, and safety. But things started fracturing when she had to take medical leave for a relapse of a neuroimmune condition, which coincided with Brad Lightcap moving to a special projects role and the Chief Marketing Officer Kate Rauch leaving for her own health battles. Since then, Kevin Wall has left the company entirely as well. This leaves Altman scrambling to find a successor right as OpenAI is actively eyeing a massive initial public offering. Simo was the steady hand brought in from Instacart and Meta to scale their consumer products, but ChatGPT's growth actually cooled down late last year, missing internal revenue targets and forcing a hard pivot into coding tools where they are still trailing behind competitors like Anthropic. To combat the brutal talent war and keep people from leaving during all this executive turnover, OpenAI has been getting incredibly aggressive with employee equity, even completely eliminating the traditional 12-month vesting cliff down to a 6-month window, and eventually removing it entirely so equity vests from day one. They are projected to spend a staggering $6 billion on stock-based compensation in 2025 alone, just to keep their staff stable. This entire situation shows that even when a company is handed a massive $852 billion valuation, managing human health, executive egos, and massive market pressures is a completely different beast.